Alright, so I thought I should do a reading for all the zodiac signs for this special day, the full blue moon in Scorpio. So I felt like I should read like a little paragraph from Moonology book to start off this reading. And I'm also going to use my Rider-Waite tarot, and I'm also going to be using the Work Your Light Oracle cards, because I feel like this has this wonderful kind of mystical, magical moon energy, and I think this deck is perfect to start off with the readings. So but let's start with Moonology first. Let's see what it has to say for us for today. So let's read a bit here. It says here, the benefits of connecting with the moon. Watching the moon from month to month and year to year will put you in touch with her cycles and rhythms. It will help you to remember that we're all a part of something much bigger, that we're kids of the universe. We are stardust. We're so much more than people who struggle to get to work on public transport and once there, compete with others for promotions. We're makers of magic on a journey towards enlightenment. We're at one with the skies and the heavens and all that lies beyond. And even if we can't observe the heavens fully, or even give too much time to contemplating nature, connecting with the moon reconnects us with the divine, with our divine selves, and with the cosmos. When you start to get in tune with the moon cycles, you start to connect with the cosmos and nature. We 21st century humans tend to be quite disconnected from the latter. Of course, we don't all live in cities and spend hours a day in an artificially lit room, perhaps in front of a computer, but oh so many of us do, right? Getting outdoors and engaging with nature by watching the mysterious moon is a real remedy. Connecting with the moon is a great routine discipline to get into. By making wishes at the time of the new moon, you will start to manifest your dreams. That fact alone means you may come to believe, as I do, that there's something very powerful about the new moon. And as for the full moon, which is the time when we let things go, we need to release control of anything and everything, from toxicity to negativity, and we need to do it on a regular basis. So that's the messages that we have for today, and it's true. I think if we follow the rhythms of, the celestial bodies in general, not just the full moon, we start to get in tune with everything around us, and we start to, merge with the cycles of life. And I feel like, this is going to be a time of releasing everything that no longer serves us. And I feel like it's going to help us to kind of bring forth something new in our lives, something much more beneficial for us. So if there were some moments of release, know that it is for your benefit. Know that it is because it's bringing room for something much better, okay? Also, this could be a time where we may need more help than usual, more emotional comfort than usual. So don't be afraid to go out there and ask for help, ask for emotional support if these struggles of releasing things that no longer serve us are becoming challenging, know that we have others there to help us, and don't be afraid to reach out. There's many people out there that love you and want to help you out emotionally, okay? All right, so let's start doing the readings. So I'm gonna start with the air signs. Let's start with Aquarius. So my lovely Aquarius, what's in store for you? So these readings are going to be for the coming 2 weeks until the end of May. Till the end of May, yeah. So let's see. Aquarius, Aquarius, what's in store for you? The High Priestess, interesting. So we start off with the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is about listening to your intuition, you know, following that inner voice within you, trying to observe everything in your surroundings, more like being receptive than usual, not being too active on what you're doing. So you're going to be more receptive than usual for the coming weeks. I think you're just going to be a little bit cautious of things, a little bit more observant, trying to figure things out with your intuition instead of your logical mind. So you may step back a bit and kind of see your options and kind of analyze the situation around you, kind of feel things out these coming weeks. Yeah, I do see you, like, I see you also a little bit more psychic than usual. You'll probably be receiving certain messages that will help guide you in your direction. Probably figure things out that were quite confusing before. You couldn't find out the answers. But the High Priestess is promising that if you really tune in and start listening to that inner voice, I think you'll find the answers, Aquarius, okay? One more card. We have the Strength. So the Strength card is suggesting that you'll need some inner courage to confront certain situations in your life. Inner strength, emotional strength, I feel like it's more emotional strength. You will need to be like the High Priestess in order to figure things out, in order to know what decisions to make, in order to have the inner strength and courage to take on those challenges. Perhaps the lion can be a little bit scary, but if you stay receptive like the High Priestess, like this wonderful individual here, this woman, see how she's so calm, and she knows she has the inner wisdom within her to confront these challenges and these scary situations, right? And she's closing the mouth of the lion gently. She knows what she needs to do. So if you stay receptive and allow that wisdom to take over, Aquarius, I think you'll be able to confront your challenges in the coming weeks, or things that are just out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it's just things that can be quite scary because you haven't done it before. But if you stay in tune with your inner voice, it won't be as difficult. Okay? Alright, so let's see what Work Your Light has to say. The Pleiadians. There you go. I think you can see it. So yeah, the Pleiadians, it says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So yeah, I did get that feeling with channeling with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about being receptive, receiving messages, intuitive messages, channeling, mediumship, all those things relate to channeling. So if you're struggling to make a decision, I think if you tune into your spirit guides, or even perhaps channel with the Pleiadians, because they're always there to guide you. Star beings are always there to guide you. They're always watching, and they want to assist. And Pleiadians love to chat, love to talk. They want to assist you in your mission. So if you do feel connected with them, I think it's a perfect time to connect with them, to be very intuitive, to make these to confront these challenges, right? Or situations that will get you out of your comfort zone. So make sure you tune into them, connect with them, channel if anything, but you're going to be very receptive, okay? And that's going to help you to confront certain things, or progress in certain things that perhaps were stagnant or perhaps you were fearful about. Okay, Aquarius? Gemini. All right, Gemini. So let's see what's in store for my Gemini. Gemini. We have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is about viewing your options, viewing multiple possibilities of fulfillment, I feel. So this is you, and you're seeing all your possibilities here. And I feel like it's a bit of a struggle because everything is just so scattered that it's hard for you to pinpoint on which cup to choose. Because here you have money here, you have a castle here, right there. You have love here with this individual right here with this face. I think that suggests love. So it's like you have all these options and it's really hard for you to figure out what exactly you want. You have to first figure out your intention in life. What is that you're striving for? What will bring that fulfillment in your life? So you have to figure out, is it material possessions? Is it a secure job? Is it love? So you have to figure those things. But right now you have options. You do have options, Gemini. But it's a matter of like pinpointing at which one is the most important option for you. Okay? So figure out which one you're most drawn to, which cup you're most drawn to, and that will guide you towards the fulfillment that you truly want. Okay? All right, one more card for Gemini. The Six of Swords. Let's see if you can... There you go. Oh, almost. Well, you can't quite see it, but the Six of Swords is about moving on from a difficult situation. Something that was maybe quite emotional for you, quite stormy, quite chaotic. The waters were quite chaotic here, but it looks like you're moving on from that. It looks like you're moving on from that situation. You're more hopeful towards new grounds. You want to start something new. You want to start something that will bring more happiness, and maybe that's why it's relating to the Seven of Cups, because you do want to find the right thing that will make you the most happiest. And maybe it's because things were not as smooth as before. Maybe some things were quite chaotic, quite turbulent emotionally. But the Six of Swords promises that things will start to, you know, be better. You will feel better now, Gemini. You will be able to leave those pains behind you and move on to something that will be much more joyful for you. So definitely there was something that was quite emotional that affected you, but I feel like now things are getting better, things are improving, things will get better, and it looks like you can carry on towards much calmer grounds, much peaceful grounds. And also trying to figure out your intention, right? See what Work Your Light has to say for Gemini. We have the Pillar of Light. It says, your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. So the feeling I get with this is that perhaps you have been shifting lately. Perhaps you have been... your energy has been changing. Your awareness of certain situations have been changing. Perhaps you're not as close-minded as you were before. Maybe you're opening up more to other possibilities in life, or other situations that you weren't aware of, or knowledge perhaps that you weren't aware of. And what this is doing is that it's raising your vibration, and it's allowing new opportunities to come in for you, Gemini. So embrace that's happening. I feel like you're becoming a channeler too, in some sort of way. I feel like you're being more open to, it's like you're being more receptive. It's like your radar is more open, and it's allowing things to come in, more information to come in. So I think this is promising that you will start to feel much more better energetically. Energetically, you'll start to feel better, just because your vibration is rising and you're feeling much more open than usual. That's the feeling I get with this card. So, all right, Gemini. Let's see for Libra. What's next for Libra? Libra, Libra, Libra. Oh, we have the Ten of Cups. So this appeared right away. So the Ten of Cups is about joyful beginnings. It's like feeling that you are in the right place with the community, feeling loved, probably with family, with the co-workers, with friends. But this is definitely the joyful happiness card, where you're probably with a group of people and you're definitely feeling that fulfillment, Libra. So this coming week, you will feel quite content, quite satisfied with your environment. Maybe you'll have some family get-togethers or picnics, seeing that the weather is better, grabbing your kids, spouse, partner, and just enjoying the outdoors probably. But it is a time to enjoy with others and enjoy the company of others and have that kind of family feeling, that community feeling. So you will be feeling quite content and you will enjoy the people around you. Very fulfilling. So looks like things are looking good for Libras. Let's see. Another card. We have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is this compassionate, sweet individual, usually a male individual, but it doesn't have to be male. It can be a female as well. But the King of Cups is an individual that's very compassionate, willing to listen to you, willing to hear you out, spend as long as he or she needs to, so you can feel better, right? And we are in a time where we need to release things and we need like an emotional support. So the King of Cups is there for you, to guide you, to help you, be compassionate. He's an empath. He or she is an empath and very sensitive to energies, very psychic as well. So somebody's going to be much more kinder, more sensitive, more gentle than usual. Perhaps it is your partner who will be much more like this, a father figure, a sibling, a friend. But somebody's going to be there for you to counsel you or to give you that comfort that you need, right? And perhaps it can be you too. Perhaps you will be more in tune with your emotions, more in tune with the water element, and you are an air element. So it's interesting how, you know, it is quite a contrast, but you're definitely going to be more emotional than usual if this is related to you. So you're going to be quite sensitive and quite compassionate and quite psychic, actually. So it can be either you or somebody externally is going to be like this for you, okay? So let's see what Work Your Light has to say for Libras. We have Imrama. It says here, where are you being called to journey to? So this speaks of figuring out your path in life, figuring out your purpose, kind of starting to listen to yourself, listen to that inner voice, and really figuring out where is your journey. This is you, and this is all the possibilities around you, but it's like you're focused in one direction and you know you have to aim in that one direction, but for some reason you're not following it. It's almost as if you're observing the situation, you're observing the possibility of that situation. But what this is telling you is that it is time to discover that and figure it out, and time to make a move towards it, right? And maybe this connects with the King of Cups, kind of like being in tune with that psychic self of yours, or just that gentle side of yours, that emotional side of yours, right? And I think it's time to discover your possibilities in life and really understand where you're being called to journey to, okay? So that involves kind of inner reflection and just kind of discovering yourself more. I think you need to discover yourself more. Perhaps you're lacking that, and being the King of Cups will help you to discover things more about you that you didn't know before. And I think that will help you understand where you're going to journey to, probably in the next 2 weeks or even coming months, okay? So let's start with Scorpio now. All right, Scorpio, so let's see what's in store for you. We have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands speaks of victory. So being victorious in something that you were working really hard on. So maybe this was an endeavor of yours, maybe it is a job or business venture, whatever you were working towards, looks like you will be successful. You'll be victorious. So all that hard work is going to pay off. You will have the spotlight on you. Here he's on the horse and he's enjoying the spotlight and everybody's cheering on him of his success. So whatever you were trying to achieve, looks like you will achieve it. You probably worked really hard on it and it feels like you will be successful on it. And this doesn't have to relate usually to work. It can be related to relationships. Maybe you were working hard on building a relationship with someone and looks like you will succeed with it. Maybe you and the other person share the same ideas. Maybe you and the other person have the same goals in the relationship. And so this gives you the feeling of feeling victorious on the situation. So kind of feeling like successful and like accomplished on what you were striving for. So it looks like things are looking good when it comes to relationship perhaps, or business, or career wise, or work. Maybe you got a promotion, maybe you got that job you wanted, or maybe you finally obtained that status, that recognition with others, right? So you're gonna feel quite good. Okay, quite good, Scorpio. Let's get another card for Scorpio. Yes, you will feel quite good. You're very satisfied actually, like as if your wishes came true. Because the Nine of Cups is about feeling quite content and satisfied with the outcome of a situation. Really fulfilled, because these are all cups. So all the cups are on the top and it's like he has everything around him. Everything that he needs is there. So it looks like you have everything you need, Scorpio. You're fulfilled because you have probably accomplished something and you feel quite victorious with it. And it can be relationships or career or jobs, whichever resonates with you, but something's working out in your favor and you're feeling quite satisfied and content, like fulfilled and joyous, and like as if something came true, right? So you're gonna feel quite content, Scorpio. So look forward for that. Now let's take a card from Work Your Light. We have Get Grounded, Scorpio. Get grounded. Says empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So Scorpio, seeing that you're a water sign, I think you're quite sensitive. Well, obviously because you're a water sign, but you know, you could be more sensitive than usual. So I feel like what this is saying is that maybe it's difficult for you to kind of control your emotions, control your sensitivity. I think it's time for you to connect with a different element, connect with the earth element, and practice grounding yourself. And ways to help you ground yourself is to be in tune more with nature. Sometimes we're always busy with work, with financial situations, practical situations, material situations, and we forget to connect with earth. We forget to connect with our own home, our own planet. We disconnect ourselves from nature sometime. And so that pulls us away from grounding ourselves, and then our emotions tend to go out of whack sometimes, or our thought patterns, you know, being in a city or being busy can really make you focus in the headspace, right? In the headspace and in logical things. So being stuck in your mental thinking pattern can often drift you away from being grounded. And what this card is saying is that because of your sensitivity, you have to learn to ground yourself to help balance your emotions so you can be more at peace with yourself and with the situation around you. So connect with Mother Earth. Go outside with your bare feet, touch the grass with your bare feet, sit and just be in tune with her energy. Even extend your hands if you need to. The hands is an extension of our hearts. Touch the trees with your palm and just feel the earth, feel the trees, if anything. That will help you to ground yourself, because if you've been a little bit more sensitive than usual, a little bit more emotional than usual, and it's very hard for you to control it, the best way is to connect with Mother Earth. Okay? All right, Scorpio. All right, who's next? Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's see what's in store for you. We have the Three of Swords. So something has affected you emotionally. Could be a third-party situation. Could be a situation that has let you down, upset you. It is quite cloudy. Maybe you're not seeing things clearly. Maybe some things is not what it seems. Sometimes it can just be our thoughts. Our thoughts can constantly go in circle and can cloud our minds. So you can tell that it's quite gray and cloudy. You don't really see the sun behind there. So that gives me the feeling that you're not really thinking clearly. And sometimes when we overthink things, we get more emotional than usual. And so, yeah, we get really heavy in our heart because of the overthinking. Because certain situations is not really what we think it is. Okay, try to see the sun behind the clouds. Try to not keep yourself in the rain, you know, with the cloud above you always raining. Try to see things in a different perspective instead of always being stuck in that pain. Okay, the pain sometimes can be an illusion, or even if there is pain, there is also beautiful things. So let's take one more card out for you to see more in depth about the Three of Swords. And we have the Sun. So that's quite a contrast between the Three of Swords. So it looks like things are going to start looking much better for you. And that's interesting that the Sun came out, because I was saying that, you know, things may seem cloudy because of perhaps your overthinking, and that can cause you to be a little bit more emotional than usual. But I mentioned that don't forget that the sun is behind the clouds, all right? And the sun is behind the clouds. So you have the sun here, and the sun is about joy and happiness. So it looks like you will find that inner joy and that happiness that was lost beneath the cloudy clouds. The fogginess and the thickness of the rain and everything. So looks like you will find that joy and happiness in the end. Okay, don't stick with that pain and sorrow, because it could be just an illusion. Looks like the sun is coming out, and looks like you're going to feel quite much better than before, quite better, a bit more of a child, just enjoying everything around you, maybe nature, maybe just the sunlight, and maybe it was just the people around you, just having fun with others. So it looks like after a time of sadness, there will be some joy and happiness coming right after. Okay, so now let's see what Work Your Lights have to say for you. Let's see. It says no. Postpone, pause, say no. So whatever is happening, perhaps it will take a little bit of courage for you to kind of pause in certain situations that are not ready yet. So the universe is probably brewing something for you, but at the moment it's not the right time to progress on these situations. Perhaps everything has to be in divine right timing, so certain things could be delaying. So maybe that's why it's causing you some emotional pain, because things are not going quite as you planned, and things perhaps that you were looking forward are not going as as you want it to. And that's why things are foggy and there's lightning here in the background. But what this is saying is that it's telling you that it's not time yet to do these things. And sometimes we can't comprehend why it's not time to progress on these things, and why things get delayed, and why there's obstacles. But it's because, you know, we can't see things beyond our third dimension reality, and higher forces can actually see the greater picture of things. And so if you can just trust and see the greater picture on things, and have faith, you'll understand why things didn't work out the way it did. So have faith, say no, wait, postpone. Or if they have said no to you, there's a reason why. Okay, so it's not quite time yet, okay, Pisces, but soon it will be your time, which whatever you are dealing with. Okay, so my Cancer, let's see what's in store for you. Let's see what's in store for my Cancer. We have the Magician. So the Magician is about taking action, raising that wand above the sky and bringing things into fruition, making things tangible. Maybe things were stagnant. Maybe you weren't able to create the things that you wanted to create. But now I think it's time for you to create. It's time for you to manifest. Looks like you will be manifesting things. You have all the tools available here. You have the Pentacle, you have the Cups, you have the Swords, and you have the Wands. So I think you're ready, Cancer. You're ready to bring things into fruition. Okay, you are the Magician. You are capable of channeling things and bringing things forth from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. So it looks like these coming 2 weeks are going to be quite magical, full of manifestation, full of initiation and creativity. Okay, so let's see what's also in store for you. Let's take one more card for you for Cancer. We have the Chariot. Now the Chariot is about controlling your emotions, controlling those wild beasts within you that could have been triggered by someone or something, or just something that needs to be resolved within you. Okay, and the full moon helps us to release certain things that have been trapped inside of us. Certain toxic energies are finally going to be released. Okay, Cancer, and this card is ruled by the sign of Cancer, so that's double the emotion. So you will be a little bit more emotional than usual, but that's because you're detoxifying yourself emotionally. The moon is helping you to release certain things inside of you. Okay, and you're going to be quite emotional, quite sensitive, but this is normal. Okay, because something is being released within you. Stay in charge. Don't let those wild beasts go in different directions. You are the Chariot. You are in charge of the Chariot. You are in charge of the wild beast within you. You're always in control. Know that you're always in control, and that you will achieve what you need to achieve. You will be victorious. No matter the obstacles, you will succeed. Okay, and that's what the Chariot is saying, because you do have the Magician, and the Magician is telling you that, you know, new things are beginning. You're initiating things for you. There's great potential in what you're creating and what you're initiating, maybe in relationships as well, not just in personal projects and not just related to work, but because you're initiating things, it looks like you will be victorious in what you want to do. The Chariot is a card of victory as well, but it is a challenging victory because it's related to your emotions as well. So you have to overcome your emotions and overcome those wild beasts within you in order to fully actually succeed. Okay, let's take a card for Work Your Light for my Cancers. And we have Trust the Niggle. I think that's meaning like trust your inner gut. I can't pronounce it. It says, what is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So this is similar to the High Priestess energy. What do you feel inside of you, Cancer? What's your inner gut telling you? Is there something inside that is telling you to do something very important? Are you delaying things? What are you doing, Cancer, in order to listen to that inner voice, to listen to that gut feeling inside of you? Probably something's telling you that you need to do something, and probably you're ignoring it. So now it's time to actually listen to that inner niggling feeling, let's just say. and try to see what it's telling you. Be in tune with it, be present with it, don't block it out, listen to it. Sometimes we're afraid of listening to it, and maybe that's what's causing the emotional situations happening within you. But really listen to it, because it's going to tell you a lot of things that you weren't aware of. Okay, Cancer? All right, so let's see who's next. All right, my Virgo, so the earth elements. My Virgo, let's see what's in store for you. Four of Wands, wonderful. So Four of Wands is about celebrations with others, being in a community of like-minded individuals, feeling very welcome with everybody around you. This could be a celebration, this could be a wedding, maybe you're moving into different apartments, maybe it's a homecoming party, maybe it's something that will make you feel comfortable, but you are surrounded by people that are rejoicing with your happiness. They're good people. They're people that are like you, that think like you, okay? It's very welcoming. There could be some sort of celebration, maybe a birthday celebration, maybe a wedding, but whatever it is, you're definitely having a good time with the people around you. You yourself are having a good time. Or maybe you're just feeling quite comfortable at home right now or in the coming weeks. So definitely there is quite joyful things coming for you, quite exciting. Enjoy the feeling of community that you will be surrounded with. Yes, we have the Nine of Pentacles, so you are feeling quite comfortable in your surroundings, probably quite successful in what you've done. You've achieved a lot, and now you can enjoy the luxuries of your hard labor. Maybe something to do with working hard at work, maybe working on a project, and kind of like feeling that you've earned your success, feeling quite comfortable at home. Probably I do get that feeling of, you know, homey kind of vibe, kind of, you know, how you have your savings all set up, you have your, you know, good status, perhaps you have everything you need, Virgo, already. You're feeling quite content to the point that you can enjoy the luxuries of your hard work. You can buy that nice gown that you wanted, clothes. You can buy that furniture that you wanted, let's just say. But you are well off, and there's nothing much to worry about. You're gonna feel quite secure. I feel quite secure, Virgo, and quite content, because looks like you'll be in a environment of like-minded individuals, or people that, you know, are enjoying that success with you, perhaps, or that comfort with you, because it does give me that homey kind of feeling. So let's see what Work Your Light has to say for you. For Virgos, we have Akasha. It says your guidance is divinely guided. So if you've been feeling like you have an urge to do something and you're not that sure if you want to pursue that thing that you want to pursue or make that move, know that it is divinely guided. Know that you're getting that feeling and that pull for a reason. It's a guidance from perhaps your spirit guides, or from your, you know, in your own intuitive perceptions. And if you are being pulled towards a direction, if you're being pulled towards making that decision, I think you should go for it, because it is divinely guided for you. Okay, Virgo? So I think if you're being pulled to it, go for it and see what it has to offer, because I think it's like telling you, you know, it's by your spirit guides. It is being divinely guided, so you can trust it. So you can trust that whatever you were intending on doing. Okay? Okay, Taurus, so let's see what's in store for my Taurus. Let's see what's in store for you, Taurus. Seven of Cups. So we have the Seven of Cups for you, Taurus. So the Seven of Cups is about choices. You may have multiple choices here, and it's really hard for you to pinpoint on which one is the most important choice. You have, you know, different options here. You have material wealth, you have status, success, you have a house here, security, home security, and you have an individual here in the cup suggesting love. loved from an individual, or you probably have love towards an individual. So there's multiple possibilities here. There's temptation as well. I see the dragon here, gives me that feeling of temptation. But you know, there's multiple options, Taurus, for you, and it's really hard for you to pinpoint on which option to take. And it really has to do with your intention. What is your intention, Taurus? What is your goal? What will bring you the most joy and happiness, the most fulfillment? I think that's what you have to contemplate on right now, is just figuring out, you know, your main intention on everything. Why you want to pursue these things, or what will truly fulfill you. I think that's the question, is what will bring the most fulfillment? Will success bring you fulfillment? Will love bring you fulfillment? Will family bring you fulfillment? So what is your goal? It probably is not fulfillment. Maybe it is to achieve a certain task or endeavor that you've been wanting to achieve for a very long time. Now, if that's important for you, then what are the steps to take? What are the steps that you need to take in order to achieve that? And that's going to be a clue on which cup you need to choose, right? Instead of it all being scattered in your head. That way you can pinpoint which one is the most important one, and you can start focusing on that right away, okay? And that way you can get faster towards your goal. So let's see another card for Taurus. The Emperor. So it looks like work is probably what's in your mind right now. The Emperor is an individual of structure and order and discipline. So it looks like you will be much more work orientated than usual. So you may be focused on making sure that all the tasks are delivered according to your plan and according to what you organized. Looks like you will be busy at work. Looks like you are in charge of something. Perhaps you are an individual of authority and leadership. So looks like your focus is going to be on that. Maybe your focus will be on work mostly. So if it is on work, try to figure out your intention behind that, and by choosing that cup, which cup has to be based around like what you're intending. And in this case, it may be work. So you can put the two puzzles together, and by doing that you can figure out the answer. So a little bit of contemplation on which choices to take, but looks like you will ground yourself, and looks like you will be a bit more logical than usual, a bit more structural than usual with the Emperor energy. So that's gonna kind of give you a clue and hint of what you need to, what choices you need to make, right? All right, so let's see what Work Your Life has to say for you, Taurus. Pleiadians. Interesting. So it says here, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So maybe that's your goal. Maybe that's your mission, Taurus. Maybe it has something to do with serving others. Maybe it has to do with bringing forth a message that is divinely guided by the beyond, by the Pleiadians perhaps, or any other star beings out there, or just divinely channeled by a higher reality than our reality. So this could be a clue of what your intention should be based on, right? So if that's your intention, then it'll be much more easier for you to make a decision. And it looks like, you know, you have assistance. And if you're struggling to make decisions, the Pleiadians are there to help you, to channel. You can channel them if you want. It can be your spirit guides, just spirit in general. That will help you make a good choice, okay? Capricorn, let's see what's in store for you. The Fool. So Capricorn, looks like you're going to be taking risks. Looks like it's time for you to jump that cliff. Now, what are you passionate about? What is it you want to pursue? What are you being pulled towards? Are you being pulled towards new challenges in life, or something that you've been dreaming on doing? What is it that you've been drawn on doing, Capricorn? Have you been pulling back because of fear, what others think? Are you afraid of showing who you really are because of fear of what others think? Well, the Fool is about not really listening to everybody and just listening to your inner gut and just going forth with what you really want to do. Being impulsive. I think you're going to be impulsive the coming weeks. I think you're going to want to jump that cliff and maybe pursue that love interest, or make that traveling plan, or make a move towards somewhere else, move apartments, or make changes, change jobs. So something that involves taking a risk. Looks like you will be taking a risk, and know that you're divinely protected. Here you have the sun that gives me the feeling of light, and gives me the feeling like that, you know, you are protected by the light. And if you feel that there may be some dangers in regards to what you want to pursue, know that, you know, that's all part of the ego fear, ego mind fear. Know that you can take those risks that you want to do. Know that you are divinely guided and protected, and you can pursue the things that you want to pursue. Okay, looks like you will be taking those risks, Capricorn. All right. Let's see what else we have in store for Capricorn. We have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a very fiery individual, usually a female individual, but it could be a male individual. But it has a lot of feminine energy. So the Queen of Wands usually is ruled by the sign of Leo or Sagittarius or even Aries. But it gives me the sign of Leo just because I have the lions here, and I keep seeing lions and then a cat. But it could be a different sign, depends on what you resonate. And it looks like you will be encountering an individual who has a lot of charm in them, a lot of boldness, and just a lot of energy, right? And it looks like this individual is quite independent, has a lot of knowledge, and you could be quite influenced by this individual. Or perhaps it's you. Maybe you will be more like the Queen of Wands, wanting to pursue things much more quicker, because it is like a fire element. It is moving quickly on things that you really want to do. And looks like you will be quite organized. It is a card of leadership. Maybe you will feel more of a leader than usual, or maybe you will be influenced by somebody who has leadership qualities like the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is an individual that has leadership qualities. So definitely you will be influenced by perhaps a female individual who can help you progress in certain things. There's a lot of fire element in this individual, so that can also help you bring out that Queen of Wands inside of you as well, and be able to accelerate certain things much more quickly. Okay, let's see what Work Your Light has to say for you. We have take a break. Interesting, because we have a lot of fire energy with the Queen of Wands, but at the same time, it is the divine is telling you to take a little break as well at the same time. It says, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So that's the message. So it's kind of a contrast. So maybe you will be quite excited on certain things and moving quite quickly, but what the divine is trying to tell you is that try to calm it down a bit, because life is not just about work. Life is about enjoying the environment around you, being present with things around you, enjoying the simple pleasures of life. So we may want to always constantly work and be kind of like the Queen of Wands, very independent, or maybe be influenced by that energy. But the spirit really wants to advise you to sometimes, once in a while, to get off that treadmill. You don't have to be constantly moving all the time. You can also enjoy life, okay? And that's what it's trying to tell you, is to take a little break once in a while. Okay, Capricorn? Aries, my lovely Aries. Let's see what's in store for you, for my beautiful Aries. Okay. What's in store for you? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is about change. Unexpected change coming your way, Aries. Sometimes we don't have control of certain situations. Sometimes it's outside forces that are controlling things around us. And sometimes we have to be patient. We have to be patient on things that are out of our control. we have to be patient and let things run its course naturally. Sometimes we are unable to see the road ahead of us. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's telling us that sometimes we have to put a faith on greater forces to guide us and take us on where we need to be, our destination. They can see things in a greater scale than what we can see. So the Wheel of Fortune is telling you to have faith on these changes. If there was a certain routine that was constantly, like, it was consistent, I think it's going to break that consistency and bring forth change. Like, change the routine once in a while. Looks like either you will change the routine or outside forces will change the routine for you. Wheel of Fortune is about definitely outside forces taking control, and sometimes we just have to surrender to it, Aries. But change is wonderful, change is great. It kind of spices life again, right? Let's see. It can be change at work. It could be changes in relationship that can involve growth within you and growth with others and can benefit you in the long run. We have the Magician, wonderful. So this is about initiating things, initiating projects, initiating, maybe pursuing love interests, making a move. The Magician is a manifester, and he's willing to create things that are not tangible yet. So he's a bridge. So he brings forth information and makes it into a reality. He has all the tools available to him. He has the cup, he has the pentacle, he has the sword, and he has the wands, meaning that he has all the elements with him. So you have all the elements with you, Aries, to create what you want to create, whether it is a business venture, an endeavor, relationships, if it's regarding relationships as well. Depends on you. So it depends on what resonates with you, okay? But it looks like you will start to make a move. Maybe it's hard for you to make changes in your life, to manifest things, right? But that's why we have the Wheel of Fortune suggesting that, you know, you will have support perhaps of outside forces, or maybe it's you making a change and initiating on new things in your life that can benefit you regarding anything that you want to pursue, right? Now let's see what Work Your Light has to say for you, Aries. The Initiation. It says here, rite of passage. You're going somewhere sacred. So you see in this card, it's quite dark, but in the center, there's like this beautiful entrance. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's like this beautiful entrance that is making you leave from this darkness. So maybe there has been some sort of darkness inside of you, or probably like a dark night of the soul kind of thing. But it looks like that's ending. It looks like you're soon going to enter like this portal, this place of joy and happiness. You're definitely going somewhere sacred, it says. So something is initiating in you. And we have the Magician that indicates initiation as well. So definitely I feel like a strong energy happening for you. There will be some initiation, whether it is you initiating things or others initiating things. But this will allow you to kind of finally break free from that darkness that perhaps you were going through, or that dark night of the soul that you were going through. Like something's cracking you open so that something beautiful can come in, or you're entering somewhere beautiful in your life, all right? So the darkness will soon fade, and a new portal of joy and happiness is going to enter your life. Okay, Aries? Okay, Leo, my beautiful Leos. So what's up with you, my Leos? Let's see. My gorgeous Leos. Let's see. Seven of Cups. This card has been appearing a lot. Lots of people are confused of making a choice. Looks like there's a lot of choices for you, and it's really hard to kind of pinpoint on what choice you want to make. So you have different choices here. You have a cup here that shows an individual. You have here a big castle, then you have money here, and you have something that looks like a dragon. Could mean temptations, but money here means financial security. Maybe what's important for you is a home, being secure at home, or maybe love, because you have an individual here in a cup. So you have all these choices, Leo, and it's very hard to kind of pinpoint what exactly you want, because there's so many options for you. There's so many options here. You're here contemplating, kind of lost in the illusion of everything, kind of clouded by all these possibilities, and it's really hard for you to pinpoint what exactly you want, Leo. But what I say is that, you know, it all depends on your intention. What is your goal in life? What is important for you? Is a particular fulfillment going to be more important for you? Is success more important for you? What will bring you the most joy and happiness? What will bring you more fulfillment in your life? And that's the message, is what is your intention? And that intention, what is it going to bring forth for you that can benefit you in the long run, or will just make you happy in the end, right? And so try to pinpoint what's important for you in your life, and that's going to help you to be able to make a decision, because you just have so many options here. And when we have so many options, it's very hard for us to make a move or progress in our lives, because we get frozen, we get stuck in all the possibilities. So make sure you pinpoint what is most important for you, and that's going to help you progress in your life and start kicking off and mobilizing. Okay, let's take one more card for you, Leo. Eight of Cups. So something to do with leaving a situation behind that has been overdue, or you probably outgrown a situation, something related to your past. These cups are no longer fulfilling you. These cups are maybe dragging you down, perhaps. There's no more water in these cups. They're all dried out. And now it's time for you to walk away from these cups and move towards better direction, a direction that can fulfill you, that new possibilities are waiting for you. And maybe it's time for you to move towards new possibilities. And you know, it may not be easy, because you have the moon here, and it gives me that feeling of sorrowful feeling. And there is a connection here. There is an attachment to these cups, maybe towards individuals, old friendships, family members, or co-workers, or people that you're used to. But these cups are no longer fulfilling you, Leo, and it's time for you to move on from these cups and to move towards higher grounds, to move towards somewhere where you can find that fulfillment, somewhere where you can find what you are looking for, right? And maybe that I relate it to the Seven of Cups. And maybe that's going to be a clue, an indication of what choices to make. Maybe your main choice is fulfillment and happiness. So you're really going to have to dig deep these 2 weeks and figure out what is that you really want. But it looks like you're outgrowing a situation, and looks like you're moving on towards a different maybe location, or a different purpose in your life. Maybe something that's not easy, that's going to be quite hard. But in life, everything is hard, and you just have to be strong. And that's the message. You have guidance. You have Mrs. Moon there with you to help you progress on things that may be hard. But definitely you are outgrowing a situation, and you need to move on. I think that's the message. Move on to better grounds, Leo. Alright, so let's see what work your light has to say for you, Leo. Let's see. Keepers of the Earth. That's beautiful, Leo. Look at that. Divine guidance is with you, always protecting you. You're connected with them. That's you in the center, connected to all these divine beings. It says, keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So if you're going through a particular struggle, Leo, which I get the feeling with the Eight of Cups. Know that you're not alone in this. Know that you have a lot of help and support by the angelic realm, the spiritual realm, your animal guides too. You know, you have animal guides here. Mrs. Moon, I just mentioned Mrs. Moon. The ancient ancestors of the past that you're connected to. There's so many help for you to help you progress in what you want to progress, to help you move on in certain things that are difficult for you to move on, to make choices, right? Because the Seven of Cups gave me the feeling of making choices. So definitely you have assistance. Call upon them, Leo. They are there to help you, so make sure you call upon them, okay? And that's the message, is that, you know, you are divinely guided, you are protected, lots of people are there with you, not just physically but astrally, spiritually, so divinely. So just call upon them, Leo, okay? Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, let's see what's in store for you, my beautiful Sagittarius. Messages for you. The Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is a card of kind of holding things back, not wanting to give. Maybe emotionally, not wanting to give too much emotionally, maybe financially, kind of maybe being a bit tight with money, more saving than spending, more giving to yourself than giving to others. Not too much of generosity here. So allow yourself to be a little bit more generous than usual. Try not to stay too tight on things, because we attract what we give. So if we don't give as much, we won't receive as much. So equal exchange, the flow of the universe, the law of the universe is allow yourself to open up a bit. Open yourself up emotionally a little bit so that you can receive more of that emotionally as well. Or give. Don't be too tight with money. You know, abundance comes in that way. Abundance is always there. If you allow yourself to be a bit more generous financially, you'll see how the abundance flows back to you in many different forms. It doesn't have to be financially. It can be in other forms that can still benefit you, even help you even more than what money could help you. So anything is possible. You just have to open up. So try not to stay too tight, and try to give a bit more, Sagittarius. Maybe you're focusing too much on material things right now. Your heart is focused on money. Your mind is focused on money. Your feet is planted on money or material things. You have just buildings and cities here. It's like very materialistic. So maybe you're just too focused on the material realm right now, and it's time for you to kind of break that cycle, move away from the material world for a bit and focus on other things that are just as important. Focus on your spirituality, focus on your health, let's just say, focus on tuning in more with nature, going outside more, or focus on family more, let's just say. Not just focus on work and money and material things. There's more to life than this, than just that. So try to keep a balance. I think you just need to create a balance. There's nothing wrong with focusing on work and money and financial security. But if we go too extreme on that side, we tend to create an unbalance in our lives, and that's where illnesses comes, depression, anxiety start to be created within us, because we're not creating harmony, we're not creating a balance. So make sure to balance everything, okay, in your life. All right, let's see what else is in store for Sagittarius. Oh, we got the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. So this card just jumped out. So the Ten of Cups is about being in a community where you are like family. So feeling fulfilled with the people around you, feeling content. It can be just your coworkers, it can be just your friends, or just being with like-minded individuals that make you feel quite content and fulfilled. Or maybe it's just going out and enjoying a time with your family. Maybe a picnic, maybe camping, let's just say, or if it's still cold, just hanging out together, you know. Something that will make you quite content, because this is a card of a family. This is a card of union and fulfillment, like lots of joy and fulfillment in this card. So this is what I mean about opening up. If we're too focused on the material world, we lose opportunities that can give us fulfillment and joy. So make sure to balance your life a bit, right? Balance body, mind, and soul, because definitely this is fulfilling your soul. Okay, so this is opening up. If you open up, the universe will give to you as well. So looks like joy and happiness and fulfillment is coming with others, within yourself, within a community perhaps, but definitely a very contented family life. Okay, could be your own family as well, whichever resonates with you, Sagittarius. So let's see what Work Your Light has to say for you. We have transformation, and it says things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So yeah, so now that you're, see, when we talk about balance in your life, balance body, mind, and soul, this allows for transformation to take place. This allows for healing to take place, because sometimes when we're focused on one thing to extreme, we could create certain imbalances in our physical body, diseases, and so not diseases, but just irregularity perhaps, or just things are not functioning as well, maybe in a mental state as well, emotionally or physically, depends on you. So it can create quite an imbalance. But once we start to focus on those parts of us, I think that's when healing takes place as well. And seeing that we have the 10 of Cups, there is going to be an emotional healing as well. So allow this transformation to take place. Maybe you are going through some transformation thing, and this will help you change at a cellular level, as it says here. There is deep healing taking place within you. So maybe that has something to do with the 10 of Cups. Maybe that has something to do with focusing on your body, mind, and soul. Maybe it's focusing on your physical self, right? And this is allowing room for transformation and healing. Okay, even in a mental state, meditating helps heal the mind, right? And that's connected to our emotions, so being more emotionally balanced. So definitely they are encouraging you to have more of a balanced lifestyle. Okay, so that's the message for you, and that's going to create a lot of healing for you. Okay, those were all the messages for all the 12 zodiac signs. I hope you enjoyed this little reading, and hopefully, you know, it won't be much of a challenge these next 2 weeks. Hopefully you will be able to release what you need to release. The full moon will help that. Looks like the moon, I've been looking at the moon, the blue moon tonight, and it's pretty crystal clear. It's very vibrant. The energy is so it's so pure right now. It's so clear. Like there's such a deep cleanse happening right now, and it's a good cleanse for you. Okay, it's for all of you guys. So allow that energy to take place, allow that healing to take place, that release to take place, that cleansing to take place. Okay, and allow yourself to connect more with the cycles of life, with the cycles of the moon, with the cycles of the seasons. Even embrace and cherish and love the cycles of your own body as well, the rhythms of your own body as well. Okay, because those rhythms are synchronized with the rhythms of the earth, of the celestial bodies, heavenly bodies, the cycles of the moon. We're all connected. We're all one in everything. Okay, so allow that to take place, and respect that part of you. Okay, because that just means that we are connected with all, and once we're connected with all, you know, that's where deep healing takes place. Okay, all right guys, I hope you have a beautiful full blue moon in Scorpio, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a beautiful one.